Hi there, Susie Powers here. I'm going to go through information today for all of you beauty school students out there or you freshly licensed cosmetologists going into the industry. Let's talk about hair. Let's talk about the hair world. Let's talk about salon life. Let's look at what you need to pay attention to and think about going into this world. There's so many different things. So let's start first things first. You have graduated and gotten your license. Woo! Which I tell you what, I mean, that testing, I was so nervous to take the test. You've got hands-on and written. There's so many elements to it. And of course, safety and sanitation. So congratulations on your licensing and coming into the industry. It's the coolest industry out there as far as I'm concerned. When you are really looking to find out what family you want to belong to, what salon world you want to be a part of, you really got to ask yourself some really, really tough questions, but really honest questions about, what do you see in your career? What are the avenues you're looking to go down? There's so many artists that I've met in my career that wanted to go work with movies, go work with models. They wanted to go to New York. Hairdressers that wanted to work with celebrities in LA, go down to LA. Hairdressers that wanted to work with the elderly, wanted to work in a salon, wanted to own their own salon, wanted to be a national educator. There's so many dreams out in our industry, a product educator. It's beautiful. I love that there's so many different career facets. So you really want to, I'm a big one for making lists, really want to make a list for yourself. Like, what are the avenues? Where do you see yourself going in this? Do you want to work with a group of people or by yourself? Do you want to be in a large salon or a small salon? What are the benefits for a large salon? What are the benefits to a small salon? Do you want to lease your station or do you want to go into a salon with a commission? There's so many different avenues. And so it's really important for you to start writing that down. Where do you see yourself in 10 years? Where do you see yourself at the end of the career? You want to put that vision out there and really make it something that you're working toward, the dreams that you're going to create, those things that you're going to put out there and bring to you. The affirmations are absolutely real. What you say about your achievements, your desires, what you want to create for yourself can absolutely manifest. But you need to put the positive thoughts, the positive energy, and the appropriate amount of time toward that. So it's important that you're real clear with that vision. What exactly are you looking to create and achieve in your life with the hair world? So what type of salon? Let's talk about what salons are out there, especially COVID times has changed so much, hasn't it? There are salons out there that are national chains. What are we talking about? Hair masters, hair crafters. There's barber shops that are national. Supercuts. I had a student that I taught in beauty school, 18, 19 years ago. She went off to work for Supercuts. She was allergic to chemicals, like myself. Really bad, though. She went to work for Supercuts as a company and worked her way up that company into educational management and was somebody that regionally educated for their company. It was such an exciting thing to see her 10 years later living her dream. She was an educator. She was working with a large company nationwide, learning so much from East Coast to West Coast as far as business, training, working with different people from East Coast to West Coast, not only clientele, but the artist that worked at her organization. That is an avenue, that's a beautiful avenue. She had educating on her goals. She had business partner on her goals, but working for something larger. And in that company, you're paid hourly, I believe. And so that worked out great for her. That was an absolute viable option. There are salons out there that are commission salons that you'll go into. Some salons are a one salon commission salon. And the nice thing about that coming out of beauty school is, for the most part, commission salons, they've got a clientele for you. And that is one thing you want to definitely shop and you want to look at. As an artist going into salons to really see where you're going to spend your time, you want to ask to look at their books. You want to see what kind of business they have. Are their artists busy? Are they booked out 2 weeks from now? Do they have clients on their books 6 weeks from now, 8 weeks from now? That's important for you. I also am a big suggester of sitting in the lobby of your salon that you're thinking about working at and watching the clientele that comes into the salon. Now, again, COVID time, so we're at 25% up here in Seattle right now. You would not be able to come and sit in my salon, but you could sit in your car outside and watch the clients come in and out. You could hang out on the street in front. We have windows out front, and you could see the type of hair that we're doing, the type of clients that sit in our chair. I think it's important for you as a young artist to understand what kind of artist you're going to be behind the chair, what kind of client you want to work with, because you need to know what kind of client comes into the salon that you're looking at. Commission salons should have a clientele for you. They are offering a commission rate and an opportunity for you to build business there. So as you go in, you start at a certain commission rate, and as you retain the clientele that's given to you, and typically it's selling product as well, as you work that, you move up in the commission system, and your commission raises as you retain more clients and sell a higher ticket price. So it's a beautiful way to start as a new hairdresser into the industry with not a lot of friends and family that are going to follow you. For me, I didn't have too many people that were going to come into the salon environment. I had a few friends and family, but I needed help with the clientele. So for me, going in with a commission salon really helped me in the beginning because it was a given clientele to me. And then it was really me honing in on my personal skills and my techniques to draw those clients back to me. I know one of my friends went right into a lease salon situation. She has a large extended family, and all of them were going to bring her people. And she walked right into a lease and had her family and friends and a clientele, and then began to build her business from there. I think it would be a completely different story if she didn't have, a huge family that was going to support her and bring everybody they knew in. When you're going in as a lease salon, it's just you're paying your lease. And typically, if you are offering chemical services and cutting services, you're going to need to go out there and hit the pavement. And what I mean by that is walk down the street in that town that your salon that you're going to sign up for is in, and you give business cards and you give pamphlets out to every business in the area. You offer to do free hair to everybody in those businesses in that area in hopes that they will be a walking billboard for you and promote you. And then you get on every social handle and you need to start posting pictures of your work and showing what kind of artist you are to attract people in that area. For a person that wants to go and lease, what you want to do for a salon in Seattle is you want to look at the stores and the areas that clients are going to go into that you're looking to do. So for example, my clientele, they shop at Nordstrom. My clientele works out at the local bar or Pilates area. They go to the Starbucks for their chai tea. They go to the boutique shops in the area. So I'm going to not only like those areas, but I'm going to be looking for the clientele in those areas that have checked into those areas. And I'm going to start putting my focus on giving compliments and looking for those women that are wearing Lululemon after their workout and coming in. That's what my client wears. My client is carrying a Louis Vuitton or a Gucci bag or a Chanel. So I'm going to be looking for the areas where she shops, where she dines, where she hangs out. And I'm going to be looking to see those people that have checked in on social media and then start shopping that area. In Seattle, where is the it spot in Seattle that I can look for the check-ins and then start promoting my opportunities by giving, clients for women out there, I love your hairstyle, and mark your name in there. You want to look at those opportunities of where you're going to be able to get your name out there, get a buzz going about you in the area. Business cards to all the businesses around. Give a lot of free hair away so you have billboards within those areas. And then on your social media, really get into those areas. Go to the check-ins in the town that you are looking at that lease spot. And you want to hit all those clientele that check in all those areas. And look for heads of hair that you can compliment and get your name out there. It's so important. Is there a better between lease or commission? I think it's all based on where you are in your lifetime. As a young artist, I would have never flourished in lease, where now I'm 30 years in the industry and I'm absolutely flourishing as a leased artist. I understand my responsibility to building my clientele on social media. I have to spend time on social promoting my work. And I also know to understand the area around my salon and have friends in that neighborhood to be my billboard. Whereas as a youngster, when I was 18, starting behind the chair and no clientele, and I had no sense of that, and honestly, a little more shy, a commission salon was a great choice for me. Some people coming out of beauty school want to go into advanced training. That's excellent. For me, I did the same. I was not comfortable leaving beauty school and going right behind the chair. I know another one of my friends that I went to beauty school with went into an apprenticeship program. She went into a year-long apprenticeship program, and she did anything from sweeping the floor, folding towels, mixing color, and then as she started certifying in, shampooing, glossing, blow drying, and then one by one got introduced to different services, hair cutting techniques, foiling, corrective color scenarios. Throughout that year, she got training. And for her, that was the right route. That was a comfort zone for her. She had chosen a salon that she was really interested in working in and really enjoyed those people. She had hung out in there and grown up in there with her mom. So it felt like home for her. I know another friend of mine that went to a salon and she didn't do any research at all. And she wanted to do very avant-garde, very funky, very edgy on trend hair. And the salon was full of women over 50. So she did not pay attention well to the type of clientele that she was signing up for. Because that over 50, I don't know too many people over 50 that want, mohawks or want a, purple to blue to green to yellow to, an evolution of rainbow unicorn hair. I'm not saying that they're not out there. It's just not going to be the majority of that clientele. So you really want to understand, what is the client in that salon that you're choosing? What type of style do they attract? And for me, I also like to look at who are the salon members. I want to pay attention to, not only are there young artists, but I want people that are also wearing a different style than me and do a different style than me, because I'm going to learn through osmosis a little bit of who works around me. I am inspired by the people that are around me. I'm super lucky to work with a group of very talented, very inspirational people. They do great work. They push themselves. They go to classes all the time, and they're constantly looking at trends in the magazines and new products coming out, wanting to play, wanting to try. And that really makes me feel safe to play and try and be open to those things. And so there's one girl that does a lot of really funky, creative stuff that I would never think of. So I love that she works with me. I don't know if I could ever do that kind of work. It's like, oh my God, it's totally out there. I love it. She rocks it. I have another girl that does absolute classic beauty. Timeless classic beauty. The beautiful Betty Page bang with the finger waves she pulled off the other day. It was gorgeous. Marilyn Monroe, bleach and tone. Again, she had set it and styled it. It was gorgeous. Classic, timeless beauty. Love learning from her. And then I have somebody that I work right next to who is all about curl and all about texture. How she creates the texture, how she moves the hair, and all the elements to what she does to make it larger or shiny or build on it. I'm inspired all the time. It's wonderful. So for me, when I was paying attention to where I was going, it was like, who are they? Do they believe in education? Do they educate? Do they go to classes? And then what style of work? So I was lucky enough to know, the type of clientele that they had in their chair. So all of us don't have the same type of clientele in our chair. It's an eclectic group for our salon, but I think it also works within the Seattle limits as well. For the eclectic group, it shows clients that are sitting in the chairs that all are welcome. And I love that. I love that. You might see a relaxer happening or extensions going on during a balayage, a corrective service, and then somebody's, getting some funky color. So I love it. I love that opportunity. And I think for me, that's important. I know for another one of my friends, she really finds it important for the salon that she's in that everybody kind of be the same, kind of in the same way. They're all moms. They're all young moms. They all kind of have their hair the same. They all kind of dress the same. She feels that for her area in town, that really attracts a certain type of clientele and sends a certain aesthetic that they want to send. And you know what? That's beautiful. I think it's beautiful that they know what they're looking for and what they're trying to do. And so for you looking to find a salon that's going to be suitable, make sure you're looking at what kind of clientele comes in and out. On a Saturday, go in at night on a Tuesday, morning on a Thursday, so that you're looking at different hours of the day, what kind of clientele is in there. And also you're getting different, energy levels. Saturday's a different energy than it is on a Tuesday. Bottom line. So it's important for you to see what it looks like Tuesday through Saturday in the neighborhood, 9 o'clock at night versus 9 in the morning. Let me check my notes here. What else do I want you to pay attention to? Yes. When you're, meeting and interacting with the salon, yes, you want to look at the books. Yes, you want to look at the bookings, but you also want to talk about how often everybody in the salon educates. How do you guys get your education? Is it solely through products? Is it the product lines bringing education? Which that's great. That's great. Education is education. But what do they do? Is it, product lines? Do they go to shows? Where do they go to shows? What do they all go together? Is it only a certain few people that go? Do they bring people in and do technique training as well as product training? So education, continuing education. Will there be services that you can specialize in down the road? Can you learn relaxers down the road, extensions down the road? Can you be certified in it? If there's certification, what does that take? So you want to get all the information about education and continuing education so that you understand what you're signing on for and what's expected of you, as well as, what you want out of it. Are you going to receive what you're looking for? Do they give you business building classes? Are you going to get education on how to retain clientele, how to continue to build clientele? Are they going to show you how to use social media to maintain and build clientele? I'll tell you right now, every year you need to know that 20% of your clientele will go away. They're going to move. They're going to leave salon for whatever reason. They're going to leave you or, God forbid, pass away. But 20%, you want to look at building 20% clientele every year. So after you get that nice solid number of clients, you still have to work to build more clients. I still hand out business cards and ask my clients to send me friends and family that they think would work well in my chair. Do you know anybody that might enjoy time with me in my chair doing hair? Hey, if anybody asks you about where you get your hair done, please do you feel comfortable referring me? And I always give them 2 or 3 cards to hand out. I'm grateful for it. I appreciate it. You can give them, a free service or a discount on a service if you have, anything like that. That certainly doesn't help. But I'm definitely open. I hand out business cards. I walk the block. I put stuff on social handles. And I am really open for constantly bringing in new clientele, new blood. I'm up to try any service. I'm inspired by fashion and trends. And so I make sure that my clients know those things. I have a tabbed Vogue magazine at my station, and I allow them to look through it. And, here are the trends that inspire me. Here are the looks that inspire me, so that they know what I'm inspired by. And I also talk to my clients about what classes I go to. And I want to know that the people around me want to do those things as well. And so for you to really understand the environment, the days of week you're going to have to work is important to know. The hours of the day is important to know so that you can make the right decision for you and your family on what you're signing on for. Are you allowed time off? Do you get vacation time? Or is there insurance? Is there 401k option, profit sharing? There are companies out there that offer these things. So you want to look at all those avenues and definitely walk through the salon a few times, get your service done there, see what you think about the artist, see what you think about the environment, and really feel that and know that you're making a good decision for where you're going to choose to go and what salon environment you want to go in. So those are my first steps on my graduating from beauty school series, and I will be back again with more tips and information for you young artists out there coming into our industry. Welcome, and I look forward to seeing you soon. Ooh, please press like and subscribe to my channel. Thank you.